Hey everyone, Frank Menard here from the Menard Team Coaching and Training, powered by the Napoleon Hill Institute. A little bit different setup today. Like my background? Hey, look, the reason it's a little bit different, I'm actually sitting at my desk, and I wanted to share with you a chapter in the book that I introduced yesterday or last week, called 90 Days to Positive Mental Attitude, which has just recently been released by Don Green, the author, the executive director of the Napoleon Hill Foundation. So today's reading, I'm in day 7, and this chapter is on negative thoughts. So I just want to share this with you. It's a short chapter, as they all are, and then we'll talk a little bit about it. So negative thoughts. It's an absolute certainty that you will never attract positive things if all your thoughts are negative. Just as surely as a magnet attracts iron filings, your mind attracts the things that you think about most. One of the uncanny features of the mind is that it constantly seeks to turn into physical reality the things that we think about most. Unfortunately, the subconscious mind, which concentrates on such thoughts 24 hours a day, can't distinguish between positive and negative thoughts. If you tell yourself something often enough, your subconscious will eventually come to believe it. It doesn't matter if the information is truth or lies, fact or fiction, positive or negative thoughts. The mind is designed so that it constantly strives to attract the material equivalent of your most frequent and prominent thoughts. It follows, then, that it is physically impossible for a negative mind to attract positive things. If you look for problems, you'll find them. It is possible, however, to overcome negative thinking, to replace pessimism with optimism. It is all a matter of conditioning. You can train your mind to think positive thoughts the same way you learn anything else, by repetition. Dr. Norman Vincent Peale once told me a story that he used to drive home the point. Up on his farm in Dutchess County, New York, he had a dead tree that he feared might be blown over in a windstorm and damage his house. He called the landscapers who he thought would come out with a giant saw and cut down the tree and haul it away. But they didn't do that. They started at the top, removing the branches one at a time until nothing was left but the trunk. Then they took the trunk down in sections until it too was gone. He said, "That's how you deal with negative thinking. You remove negative thoughts one at a time until there are none left. Then you plant a new tree in its place. You water it, you fertilize it, and you nurture it with the positive thoughts until it is strong and straight and so large that there isn't room for negative thoughts to grow anymore. If you make it a habit to stop negative thoughts every time they appear and replace them with positive counterparts, if you replace I can't with I can't fail, replace I can't with I can't fail, you will soon find that your life has greatly improved. You are what you think. W. Clement Stone and Napoleon Hill state it this way: whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve with positive mental attitude. It is very likely that you will become what you think about most. If you are consumed by negative, destructive thoughts, you will be a sad and unhappy person. If you eliminate such thoughts and focus on positive things, you will become a happy and productive person. It is a natural tendency of the mind to transform your thoughts into their physical equivalent. That's its job. Your mind is the central computer that tells you when to eat, sleep, and perform countless functions necessary for your survival and well-being. It is essential that you control the input of your human computer. Otherwise, it will behave exactly as its mechanical counterpart. Garbage in, garbage out. Like most important aspects of life, managing your thoughts and your expectations for your career, education, family, friendships, and health and fitness is not something decided upon promptly dispensed with. It is programming, it is a programming process that is time consuming and often tedious and difficult, but it works. Success in any endeavor begins with having a clear fix on what you would like to accomplish. Without an established destination, One direction is about as good as any other. Goal setting puts you in charge of your life. You determine where you would like to be at any given time, and you establish your own short, medium, and long-term goals to help you get there. Without fixed goals, you are likely to drift, driven by random external forces and events that have no real meaning or purpose for you. In the simplest terms, developing a plan for your life is similar to organizing a cross-country trip. Both require you to have a definite destination. If you ever have to, excuse me, if you ever have, if you are ever to have, I apologize for that, if you are ever to have any hope of arriving there, both have intermediate goals along the way that must be satisfied. You have to expect to reach your ultimate destination on schedule. A good plan will also have sufficient flexibility to accommodate detours and delays, and it will allow time for a side trip or two to check out interesting possibilities that arise unexpectedly. Like any trip, however, the first and most important step is to determine your destination. When you know where you are, know where you're headed, you will find all kinds of things, all kinds of ways of getting there. So that's chapter 7, day 7 of 90 Days to a Positive Mental Attitude. Guys, this is a great book. It's powerful. There's a lot of great messages in here. And I just wanted to take some time today for this video to share the importance of the input that you put into your brain. I want you to also understand that it's your responsibility. It's our responsibility to own our lives, to make decisions, to create a plan, and then to take the necessary action to design and live the life that we want to live. You can accomplish anything you want. You can have anything you want. You simply have to decide to get it, create the plan, and go into action. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Guys, I hope this video brings you some value. Even more so, I hope it gets you to buy the book. And so you can do your own mornings. So every morning, what I do is I read one chapter. It's usually a page, 2.5 pages at max. And then after I get done reading it, I'll reflect on it just a little bit, and then I'll write in my journal, what it meant to me and what kind of action steps I can take. In fact, at the end of each chapter, they give you some necessary action steps or suggested action steps that could help you implement the 13 foundational principles of Think and Grow Rich. So share this if you know somebody who could use it. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already. Give me a like. I really would appreciate it. It helps me grow my community for Think and Grow Rich and helping others. Remember, my mission is to inspire, to positively impact the lives of others. And I do that by helping people to identify and achieve their personal and professional goals. If I can be of help, my link's down in the section below. Just go ahead and click my link, send me a message. I'm here to help you. Have a great day. Hope your life goes well.